let's bring in Fox & Friends Weekend co-host, author of a brand new book that is going to be fantastic when it's out in a week, The War on Warriors. But Pete, the book that you wrote last is really what this is about. You knew this was happening in these Ivy League schools, and now it's almost in every state in the country.
And the left knows it too, Brian. You mentioned that last quote. I hadn't heard it, but Hamas saying the students of today are the leaders of tomorrow. Reminds me of an Abraham Lincoln quote where he said, the philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation becomes the philosophy of government in the next. Why do parents send their kids to Columbia? Because they think they'll be members of elite society in the future. And some of them probably are left wing, but others just want the elite status more than what's in the classroom. You mentioned all the money. You're exactly right. I ran a student group as an undergraduate in the Ivy League. We scraped for every dollar we could to put out a humble little conservative publication on Princeton's University. A couple of foundations maybe wrote us $15,000 checks. We thought we were rich. Now we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars to student groups that don't produce a publication that makes an argument. Mm-hmm. You can't get these Students for Justice in Palestine to answer your questions. They refuse. They're not making an argument. They are activists funded from the outside. Eric Adams is right. They are being instigated in the near term, right? So you've got outside agitators in the near term with a lot of money who are falling on top of these Middle Eastern Studies Institutes, which your Ford Foundations, your Rockefeller Foundations, your Tide Foundations have been funding for decades on universities with foreign money, with anti-American, anti-Israel ideology. So following the money is true inside these institutions we've abandoned.
From NYU in New York City to Columbia to Fordham to FIT of all places to the New School, and when there's arrests, over half of them are usually, for the most part, outsiders, not even students. So they're radicalizing their training, they're setting up the format, they're getting the plywood, they're getting the signs, and they also know even how to be arrested, what to say, and know that you're going to be coming back and you're not even going to be detained. This is a system being played out.
This is a system being played out time and time and time again. These are the same radicals we saw in Occupy Wall Street. These are the same radicals we saw in Antifa or in BLM. They find a new cause with the same agitation, which is tear down Western civilization and America. We are anarchists, Marxist revolutionaries, who this time have decided the Jews are our target and we have to go from the river to the sea. Anti-Semitism is our vehicle. The ignorance of our kids is our benefit. They don't know what they're agitating about. They just know they don't know God or their history, so they're easily manipulated.
Here's why I'm optimistic. Because you write this book and they go, well, Pete, it's really research, but you're a conservative on Fox. And other people just say, well, that's people want to be conservative. They want to go back to life in the 1950s. But now I'm seeing Governor Shapiro of Pennsylvania. I'm seeing Josh Gottheimer of New Jersey. I'm seeing other Jewish Americans saying, wait a second, they're coming for us and they're coming for our country. I believe when I see Rutgers stand up and sing the national anthem and North Carolina, Charlotte come back and put that flag up again, the NYP do it at City College, I think that we're all got the wake-up call.
For sure. It's a combination of common sense and courage. I still don't think a lot of these young kids are as fortified as they could be. But you know what? They know the country's good. They know the flag is good. They know that free markets are good. They know their family love them. Moms and dads are a real thing. Gender's a normal thing. And in the past, you would walk by groups like that and they go, oh, losers. Look at their protest over there. What are they? Now they're putting scarves over the face of George Washington on George Washington University or raising the Palestinian flag. That ought to, if that doesn't get you going, then you really are gone. And so I do think it's a silent majority of mostly young men who have been told they're the problem because of their skin color and because of their gender or because they don't have a different sexual orientation or they're a Christian. Those are all problems in the mind of the Marxist folks. Enough is enough. And I love seeing them stand up. And I think the more they do it, the more these weenie lefties will back down.
Chuck Schumer's been virtually invisible, one statement. The President of the United States almost has had his arm twisted to come out and say some basic things like crime is bad and don't deface material, but said Islamophobia is as bad as anti-Semitism. Totally irrelevant. No one's talking about anything against Muslims. Your thoughts about how this plays in November?
I think their convention is going to be a mess. I think that's what they're most afraid of. I think they're afraid of their base. Joe Biden outsourced his politics to his base a long time ago and relied on them to maintain support. If he loses them and he loses every common sense voter out there who could tell he doesn't know what day it is, he's got a real problem. This will, I think, define them and define a big part of the election going forward.
You've been talking about the war on warriors for
Yes.
the past 2 years. It's now coming out in a month. the story behind the betrayal of the men who keep us free. What's going on at the Pentagon?
This is a story similar to the one of education, except it happened a lot faster. Thankfully, it's more shallow at the Defense Department. So you have a lot of generals and a lot of politicians who allowed woke stuff to come into our formation. Has nothing to do with killing bad guys or maintaining our readiness. It's green vehicles and transgender stuff and women in combat, all these different things that make us weaker. So you see on the cover, the flag's upside down. That's the universal sign of distress. We're in a bad spot, but if Patriots fight back, we can take it back.
And it's a Fox book. Great to see you, Pete.
Great to see you, Brian.
All right, and have a great Sunday show on Fox and Friends Weekend.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.